What's going on, y'all? What's up? What's up? Siri, how you doing? Zomboss, what's going on? Gonna see if I can take my sorry ass into Wave 35 survivals today in Ruthless to get these new pets. Alkalabs was really easy. I started Throne Room, but I don't have it finished yet. So we'll just start off there, and what's the highest I've gone so far? I went to Wave 20 just to get a starting wave here. So, hardcore survival, ruthless throne room. Let's pop in and get it going. Kind of mixed emotions on exactly how to build this one. As my gear is pretty good. I've got like a lot of event gear and stuff that helps me make up some stats, but it's not crazy, you know. Start off with just an R stack in the middle. What? Oh, we're gonna need a big old buff beat. What are you up to, Zomboss? Let's see. We'll just kind of center it. Not exactly centered. Yeah, that's not really here, but we'll just go with that. I think that seems pretty decent. Let's get upgrades on that just to get things going right out of the way. Phil, what's up, man? How you doing? Just getting my we get the goblin mech pet off of this map, but it's at wave 35, so got a little ways to go. Thank you so much for the sub there, Sith Phil. Appreciate it. All right. Let's go Hermit next. Got mixed emotions on this one too. Do you go, the golems are so powerful, but they're so expensive. You put do you just go with one or do you go with two? I almost feel like you go with two. But is that really the way? What's up, Strider? Let's start it with two and see what kind of DU we get. All right, let's go with let's get a nature pylon in the middle. Do we want a shroom too? I mean, I don't see how that could possibly be a bad thing, right? Well, maybe I move the nature pylon over just a little. Kind of split the lanes with it. Like that's as far that way as I can get it because of the core there. Yeah, right. And then what? We want some pea shooters, right? Let's put a couple of these guys down. Then do we want a third? I don't think a third is gonna have good a line of sight up into the top, but I'm kind of tempted to try it. I feel like that one should be over here though. Let's put this one that way. Going on, Endo, Strider, how you all doing? And I don't think this one is going to have line of sight. I think it's going to I'm just going to lose the shots, but let's at least check it out. I got 41 DU left. Do we just go right for the LTs? Part of me thinks, why not? I always get mixed responses on the tower stacking. And let me be very open and clear with you all. I am a fan of tower stacking. It just adds, it's such a nice quality of life feature, you know? Let's see, where do we want this one? I should have put that column out a little bit further. I guess we put this one there. Can we get another one in here? A little better placement. All right, appreciate it, Endo. This is this will be the non-pro strats stream. Come on, really? Can't get one more? Let me just move this golem out. I feel like I derped the entire thing here. Not giving myself enough room. I mean, like, for me, I just feel like the tower stacking, it doesn't, in my opinion anyway, I think what it adds is just quality of life. Because, like, I wouldn't have this issue right now. You slap it down and go, you know? I mean, I'm going to get to the same result. But I'm going to get there a lot quicker, you know? All right. Get back to the LTs here. Should have a little bit more room for him now. Still not enough room in there. No, actually. Let's see, one more, and we're going to need some reflex. Yeah, I mean, by, like, not tower stacking here, I didn't take anything away from what I would have done if I was stacking. It just took me 10 times as long to build. You know? I know a lot of people don't feel that way. And, you know, I respect it. We all can have our own opinions. And, you know, that's how the world was supposed to be. Pretty sure if we all agreed on everything all the time, it would probably be a pretty damn boring place to live in. All right. Let's go with... Get a reflect there. I'm going to have... Well, I don't know what I'm going to do about the reflex up at the top lane. I feel like I'm not going to be able to get... Or I don't want to spend a DU to get a big reflect all the way across the back here. I mean, what would a 3 DU would actually cover all the towers from that angle? I guess that's not too bad. All right, we got 8 left. Do we want some emergency stuff in, like some gas traps or whatever? I kind of feel like I do. We can go what? We can put a gas trap in, like there. We can just throw one big gas trap in on everything. Maybe, or no, the cores are too close. Maybe not then. Ooh, I know what we can try out. Something I never ever use. And I'm sure they're really, really good. But I just never use them. That is the web walls. Like, you want that effect to take place right away, right? I don't have enough DU for 2 of them. I mean, how exactly do these web walls work? Like, the debuff... Put 2 little ones, but I don't know how effective that's going to be. You want the debuff in up front, right? Yeah, that's what I'm going to try. I figure we got 3 DU on this side. I can make this side a little longer. Still got some mana left. Well, that's the thing is, are you saving enough DU where it changes the game is the question. Now, absolutely, as far as like doing campaign with the timer going, you know, obviously there's a factor there, but that's such a small aspect of the game. Like you do, I mean, I guess there's exceptions to that rule, but like for me personally, I usually only do the campaign map like one time just to unlock the survival. You know, it's not something that you farm, or it's not something I farm. I mean, I guess I did farm Moonbase quite a bit back in the day for weapons and for the pets. And then way back when, you know, we farmed a lot of campaign. What's going on, Goth? How you doing? But I don't know. I mean, like right now, I'm not the best judge, obviously. You'd have to talk to the pro folks over at DD1. But I, you know, all I really play now is survival. I'm not good enough to do like true boss rush mode. Every once in a while, I'll do a few poly runs just to get, you know, hoping to get a better mischief maker. Trying to learn how to code in C++. Well, I mean, that's awesome, though. Guess I should actually upgrade something, huh? I've kind of been curious about that, but the problem is I am, like, so out of the loop. I'm going to turn the numbers off to get rid of some of the eye bleed here. Go ahead and do that right now. Just swapped over to my Jester for upgrading, huh? That Sharkin just jumped down here? What is he doing? That is like the weirdest Sharkin charge ever. Oh, that was some strange stuff. Oh, I like the numbers too, but as far as on the live stream, it eats up the bitrate and everything with all of the flashes and just the scrolling numbers. Using LTs on the throne room and then talking about eye bleed. That's kind of a joke in itself, huh? I really upgrade and reflect beams. Yeah, I am. Alright, I am going to continue to spam it in. Welcome back there, Zomboss. Welcome back. Get a couple of summoners in here to do some tower boosting for me here, too. Oh, are you guys the same person? I never knew that. I always thought you guys were two different people. Crazy. We got nothing left to upgrade. Unless I was out of range of something. No. Or no, we got golems. Got that gas trap up there too. Oh, and the webs. Derp. Missed all kinds of stuff. All right, let's go ahead and grab a couple of tower boosters here. We'll put you right there. So I'm using a power. I'm not sure what the proper setup would be, but I'm using a power in rate pet, I think. What's this one? This one's range and rate. It looks like I'm using range. Is the apprentice power the apprentice guardian? Looks like I'm using range and power and range and rate. Bring all the guardians in. I mean, I've got the 3 different flavors, but, you know, obviously I could bring in another. Huntress and Monk are the way to go. I've got that. The Juicy Fruit pet is the rate pet. So I've got the Huntress aspect of it in. All right, let's just let it fly here. Get this stuff upgraded and then just test it out. One minute of ads. Oof. At least it's only 1 minute. War cry on your Sork. I missed that part. I left the stream got a little the Diablo 4 developer stream got a little grindy. Oh wow. That's a big change, huh? Like I better boost it out a minute here. I feel like I'm getting pushed a little bit maybe. All right, we just got that gas trap up there. Well, actually, this golem too. Yeah, right. There we go. We should be full upgraded now, at least. Barbs can teleport? What? That's going to be some crazy changes, huh? As soon as they skipped away from the barb changes, I stopped watching. Patch notes are 17,000 words long. Holy crap, man. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. You don't bother popping chests on this map, do you? Not high enough of a tier to bother with the armor farm, or is it? I guess you always pop chest for the full RNG. Probably the correct answer, huh? Yep, I forgot to put spiders in. I wanted to throw some spiders in. We'll see if how it holds without. more of a pet farm. His drops are not that much higher. I mean, it's a different place to farm. Like, I don't have perfect armor. I mean, I could spend 1,000 hours probably just grinding armor, you know? I've got usable stuff, but none of it is spectacular. I mean, I've got a few good pieces, of course. But I don't have, like, any one character, like, completely in alt plus stuff. In fact, I've got several characters still with really good Supreme pieces, you know? Yeah, I just need to get there to unlock the wave. I gotta start Summit from the start. I haven't done Summit at all yet. So this one should go relatively quickish. But Summit, I'm gonna have to go all the way from the beginning. I'd like to get them both done today, though. Oh, did it do good? I mean, it was just seemed to be kind of what made sense. Part of the problem was I tried it a few times and I kept choking on the boss. And then finally, one of the tries, full honesty, one of my attempts, I forgot to swap over to a DPS, and I was on a tower booster, and it did really good, but I didn't have reflect beams, and my tower stack got blown up, you know, by the dragon fireballs. So I figured, screw it, let's just try to kill him with the towers, you know. I remember that was like, I really liked that Omenak map. That was my favorite farm map for a good while. And I remember when I was farming the boss on that one, I just didn't have the beast mode DPS character to blast him. So I always killed him with towers, and it worked really well. So I figured I'd try it there, and yeah, sure enough, man, did good. Why am I even looking? There ain't gonna be anything on the ground this early, I don't think. Guess you never know, but I like the ball blaster more than these chicken ballers, but this is the event one, of course. But I feel like oh, speaking of, there's a new event upcoming, isn't there? Didn't Thales just post about that a couple days ago or something? The ball blaster is quite fun, but like for this map, this one just, the chickens go so far. The old plaza, I'll have to download that one and check it out. I don't think I've ever played that one. You know, I have missed out on a ton of stuff in the DD1 Steam Workshop. By Bolt Dan, he's got a bunch of good maps, I think, doesn't he? I missed out on so much of that stuff, and part of it was how I was introduced to the game originally. When I was first, you know, I was a big Orcs Must Die guy, and when I was first introduced to Dungeon Defenders back in the day, it was a group of kind of extreme purists. And if you played on open mode for any reason, you were a filthy, dirty cheater. And that's just how the game was introduced to me, you know, by the friends that I played with. And, you know, looking at those maps that are available on the Steam Workshop, there's some really cool stuff there. That, I mean, obviously, you're not getting any sort of long-term progression or anything like that, because I'm never going to play open mode to grind. You know, it'll be more for fun and a challenge. But there's some cool stuff there. Yeah, I'm familiar with I haven't done every event, but I've tried to do the majority of events over the last 10 years or whatever. I mean, I've done some of the trendy events way back when. And then nowadays, I try to do most of them. I do miss a few from time to time. I get obsessions going about games like Path of Exile and Diablo 4 and stuff. And like, I think the last DD1 event I missed as it was a Path of Exile new league start. And like I said, I get a little obsessive on some of those games and just want to just grind it constant when it hits. I didn't. I'm not very good at that sort of stuff. So I didn't even try it, to be honest, on that one. Probably missed out. I get, you know, you get it in your head that you got to be great at it to bother with it. And I know I'm not very good at it. But those type of events are all about participation, you know? Anybody can do them, normally. Any player can run them. I shouldn't miss out on that stuff. What? A spin to win rogue? Is it a god DH? Ish? You want to do the PvP events? I don't have a very good experience with the Dungeon Defenders PvP. I remember back in the day going for all the achievements and stuff. I couldn't find a match for the PvP events. I ended up having to PvP against myself to get the achievements. I tell you what, tower defense PvP type game was super fun, was that Tower Wars game. That was probably back like 8-10 years ago. Of course, as people stopped playing it, you can't have a PvP game if nobody plays it. No longer a PvP game. So as the player base started falling off and it was harder and harder to get matches, it just compounded that and the player base dropped even quicker. All right, so far so good. I was a little worried I was going to get handled here. Juice for juicing the towers. I could go through and rename all my characters and come up with better names for them for sure. A few of them still have the original names I gave them 10 plus years ago. Like my apprentice and my squire. Those are my original characters from way, way back in the day. Other characters I have added and deleted and added and deleted, etc. But like the original characters, not this monk, but I think one of all of the original 4 are still the original characters from way back when. It looks like it might be some interesting changes in Aramir. I mean, I think Diablo 4, I've said this since the beginning, I think it will turn into a good game. I just think it takes Blizzard many years and expansions to get any of their games turned into good products. In this day and age, anyway. Oh, Companion Druid got a keystone? Now if it wasn't a big stupid-looking bear. Druid fans in Diablo 4 are gonna get a real taste of reality when PoE 2 hits, and they get to see what a bear should look like in a modern ARPG. Instead of a big dumb clown. That's what the one in Diablo 4 just looks like, a clown. Yeah, but if you're going to be playing a bear in a video game, do you want it to look like a ferocious, mean bear? Or do you want it to look like Barney? It's probably an extreme comparison, but that's kind of how I feel about it. Yeah, you want it to be a mean-looking, like, grizzly, you know? I mean, Barney for the memes, for sure. But, I mean, just in everything, too. When you look at the size of the budgets and everything, and the quality of the... You know, no disrespect to the artists, of course. They did what they were told to do. But, like, the attention to detail and the level of quality with the bear charge is so crazy from the one they showed as a teaser in PoE 2 versus Diablo 4. It's such an extreme difference. Yeah, like a Barney costume. That would be fine. Because then you could turn it off and look like an actual bear. You know? Kind of like riding a moped. You know? What's that old saying? It's like riding a moped. It's fun as hell until your friends see you. Man, these ogres are walking in really far. I'm wondering if I'm going to have trouble when I get to the higher waves. Now, those webs actually put a damage debuff on enemies, don't they? What's going on there, Forever Master? How you doing? Okay, that's good. I'm missing out up to the top lanes, then. There's little backdoor lanes. Yeah. Couple of spiders would go a long way here. Now that I started it without, though, I kind of am curious to see if it'll hold without having any. Probably not a smart move on my first clear. I should play it a little more careful, but... I intended to have spiders. I was going to put a couple of spiders up top there, a couple of spiders over there, a couple of spiders over there. But I forgot. I mean, you know, playing on a tower booster monk, even though, I mean, not crazy geared. I think I've got like maybe 4K. into AB1 or into the tower boost. Nico, what's up, man? How's it going? That's the buff you get from the golem. The whole spinning rocks thing. I think it's a damage resistance. I'm not positive on that. Royal will probably know. The whole spinning rocks thing. I know that it's a buff from the golem, but is it a damage resist buff? I'm on YouTube and Twitch, by the way, y'all, if anyone's confused about me chatting to the people that aren't here. They're actually here. They're just at the other place. Been a minute? Yeah, it's been a minute. It's all right. Welcome back by there, Nico. Oh, if you inspect the golem, it tells you? Oh, is it a heal? And damage reduction. And effect range? And an attack speed boost? Is that right? That seems really, really crazy. Already reported me for talking to the voices in my head. Hey, talking into the voices in your head is not a violation of the TOS, Aramir. We are all allowed to have imaginary voices. Holy crap, man. I can't believe you're getting so many ads. Twitch just runs those. I'm not a Twitch partner. So I don't run the ads. Twitch just runs them. Yeah, man. Shit, golems seem crazy good. I mean, I knew they were good, but I thought they were good because of their aggro generation. I didn't realize they gave you that much. It seems crazy. I mean, good shit, right? You need to level your hermit up for sure. You can AFK Misty Mire bosses with them? Holy crap. Been an awful few days for you. You bought a new phone earlier this month to replace your old one, and the delivery keeps getting delayed. That stinks. Well, I want to knock these out. I don't have the ability to farm the pets yet because I haven't completed the survivals to get to the pet waves. But yeah, I'd love to check it out sometime. The throne room theme is your favorite theme in DD1. It is a really good one. I've got great memories of this map. Way back when I first was starting playing the game, I would grind like the original very first survival map that I grinded was Magus Quarters. And I remember like when I could complete Magus Quarters regularly thinking, God, I'm so rich with the amount of mana you would get, you know? And then I switched it up to this map and started grinding this one. And it was so much more, you know? Told them to hold it and they keep delivering it. Don't you hate that? Oh, you know, no, it's not you, Royal. It looks like my frames dropped for a bit. It should be recovered now. But yeah, it looks like I had a frame rate drop. So that wasn't you. That was me. I use Restream IO. That's the thing that irritates me, is it's not actually me. It's the service that I pay for. I pay for it. Restream IO. and every once in a while their connection is very, very suspect. It looks like it's recovered now. Hopefully it doesn't come back. I've probably got enough upload bandwidth to stream to YouTube and Twitch at the same time. But I've never tried doing it locally. I've always streamed to restream and then streams it to YouTube and Twitch. Probably so. I haven't noticed. Well, I mean, obviously, I'm not listening to the stream. I've got it. I'm watching the stream as far as having it open, but I'm not listening to the audio on it. That would be crazy. Wave 30. I'm a little bit worried. I don't know. The ogres just seem like they're pushing in awfully far. Do I try to add a fourth for the pet drop? I might. I just might. I don't know how ballsy I want to be when I'm not super confident I can get the clear anyway. I got a plus on my first Alk Labs. I showed it in a video. People thought I was bullshit. Like, dude, this is my very first try. So I would imagine I've used up all of my RNG. Like, there's no more luck left, you know? All right, let's just let it fly for now. I'll add a fourth in next wave. I'll have to see what I got sitting. I guess it doesn't matter. I can add in anything. Should be pretty smooth. I think next time I run this, or when I start doing wave 32 starts, I'll definitely probably throw some spiders in up there. Those those ogres on that back side have me a little sketched out. DD RNG raffles going like crazy right now. They do lots of those. Pretty crazy amount of raffles they got going. I actually won one not too long ago. I don't enter every one of them, but I do enter a bunch of them. Oh, there's a bleed barb mythic. Is it tied to rupture or whatever though, or can you use it with anything? I can't believe they're still streaming. That's still going? I think it is. Sent it to me. Let's take a peek real quick. %400 damage to healthy enemies. 444% damage over time. And execute enemies? That seems like it might be pretty good. I'm going to do... I didn't advertise it because I didn't want a bunch of people showing up just for the giveaway, but I'm going to do a giveaway here today. All right, let's see what I even got sitting here that I could throw in. I could throw in this summoner. Looks like he's got one harpoon pet. Give him another. 2 harpoon pets. All right, yeah, let's throw that one in. Let's throw him in there. Not that that's not that they're going to be putting out any respectable amount of damage at all, but it's a 4th character. So I'll be able to get four tries at the pet anyway. Assuming I make it that far. Could be. There, Royal, could be. Yeah, I got the waves now at least. So even if it fails, I can just do the 32 start. I saw them little poons going after that genie, or that gen. Oh, maybe they're doing enough to actually make a difference. I mean, there's poons going. Hard to see them, but there is definitely poons going. Looks like that one was about 250 million health, that ogre. I mean, that's not actually viable, is it? That would be cool as hell if you could do a viable double pet build on a summoner. That would be a blast to play. Oh. Uh-oh. Alright, yeah, we're gonna have to add it. Assuming I survive this wave, I'm gonna have to get them spiders in there. Sit on one core and then use a real DPS character. I mean, I think at a minimum I need spiders on that backside there. hero boost our pet summoner too. Hopefully get through that ogre. Actually, I might be able to just do that. I don't know if I'll be able to sustain the mana. But I might be able to tower and hero boost my little pet summoner here. I think the smarter play is to just throw in a couple of spiders. The event genies look really cool. I've got one of them, I think. I think I've got one of the events on my jester. All right, let's throw in some let's throw some spiders in just to be safe. Let's see, where do we want over here maybe? Like tucked back in a little ways? Give him a little mage action too, just for good measure. Yeah, I could throw up some orc walls. I'm gonna try it like this though, just to see. This is what I originally had planned on doing, was something like this. So I'm gonna try it just to see if it will work out. If it fails, then it will be one of those lesson learned type situations. All right, let's throw a couple of upgrades on those. Not sure if I'm going to bother upgrading them all the way, but we'll get a few ups on them anyway. So might as well just dump what we got here. Seems like most of the stuff is coming right here that's giving me a problem. Fail jump. Yeah, I think that's good enough. Hopefully. We will find out soon enough. That was the summoner. Or do you mean this character, this monk? What's going on there, leader? Welcome, welcome. Oh, looks like my frames dropped again. Sorry about that, y'all. Seems like it's recovered. It's just going through little motions. Uh-oh. LS sort getting nerfed, huh? Oof. That's alright. I've been having fun barbing out anyway. In D4. The LS Sork in D4 this season feels like macro required if you don't want to have carpal tunnel surgery. It is so spam clicky. Or you could get God tier gear where your cooldown is fast enough where you can just hold down the button. But after dumping, what, almost 2 billion into my Shaco, and it's not even greater, you know? You haven't touched D4 since launch? It's gotten better since launch, for sure, Goth. It's not good, but it's gotten way better. it's to a point now where it's playable every season. It's just how much play are you going to get out of it, you know? I mean, it's enough to do it, in my opinion. Shit, I lost my tower boost. Damn spider. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's not the same as the Blizzard of old, for sure. With, like, back in the StarCraft and Warcraft 3 and even World of Warcraft and StarCraft 2 days. It's an entirely different company now. I'll still play D3 every season, but the difference is now I might only get a weekend out of it. But it's still fun. I still enjoy the going through the grind and then, you know, having a weekend of blasting. Well, Diablo 2 is the game. I mean, I think most people, not everyone, of course, but I think most people would agree that Diablo 2 is the best of the Diablo games. Yeah, I could say that with a lot of companies for sure. I don't know why they didn't choose to make it more like Diablo 2, because, I mean, they know, you know. They know what people like the most, but the problem is now is it's a public company, and it's not about what players want anymore. It's about what shareholders want, and that's the difference between the old Blizzard and the current Blizzard. And shareholders want to make money. They don't care if it's a good game. They just want it to be a profitable game, you know? Seems like those spiders actually made a pretty big difference on those back lanes. Yeah, well, that's a huge issue. And that's the issue that so many public companies face now. Not just in games, in all aspects. Movies, you know? It's all about what's going to sell. I stopped WoW. I stopped playing WoW hardcore after like Wrath of the Lich King. And I still tinkered around in it a little bit through Cataclysm or even Mist of Pandaria. I still played a little bit then, but I didn't get into it really deep. I tell you where I got a ton of gameplay out of the Death Knight, and that was going back and trying to solo. I mean, I don't even know if it's still a thing now, but like going back and trying to solo raids on the Death Knight, that gave me a lot of replay value. Like I went back and farmed a bunch of the mounts and stuff that I didn't have, like the glowy bird. I can't even remember what the hell the damn thing is called. From the first boss in that Burning Crusades area. Jesus, I forgot everything. But yeah, I went and farmed that. And that was all thanks to the Death Knight, you know. I have put a very unhealthy amount of hours into World of Warcraft, though. If you combine my hours played in DD1, DD2, DDA, Dungeon Defender's Eternity, if you combine all of those, it's still not even close to my hours in WoW. Am I playing DD1 without post-processing? Like everyone that cherishes their eyeballs, Power Dude. Buddy Beats with the sub. Thank you so much. 39 months. Damn, dude. Appreciate it a ton. All right, here we go. Final wave. Gonna be able to clear this thing? I think so. The last wave went pretty smooth. Main reason you want to make your own game engine and try to make an ideal MMORPG? The trouble with MMORPGs in 2024 is it just doesn't have the draw for so many people that it used to. And how many of those people, like the players of 15 years ago, the gamers of 15 years ago, how many of those... Uh-oh. Ogre walked through. How many of those would you actually be able to get back, you know? Ogre walked right through those spiders. Wow. DD1 to me is just a complete eyesore with post-processing on. But, I mean, that's why it's a toggle. Some people like it, some people don't, you know? I personally just can't stand it. It was actually the thing that turned me away from DD1 way, way back in the day when I first played it. Like, I went, you know, when you go from playing Orcs Must Die, which is like a darker, dungeony type environment, to Dungeon Defenders 1. Now, think back 13 years ago, or 14 years ago, or whenever it was. That transition was extreme. And, like, I'd look at DD1 and I'd be like, I can't see what the hell's going on anywhere. You know, now I can recognize there's an ogre right there, you know. But back then, to me, it was just all a bunch of flashing lights. You and so many millions of other players there, leader. I think that is probably one of the smartest business decisions Trendy could have made back in the day, was to do a proper remaster of DD1 and make it the exact same game, just on a more modern engine with, you know, maybe more graphics that's capable of running on current era consoles. I just can't see how that wouldn't sell millions of copies. I mean, DD1 sold millions of copies on consoles. Literal millions. Like on Xbox, including the Games for Gold, when it was up, it's like over 3 million total downloads. Just on Xbox alone. I don't know. I mean, obviously, I'm not the guy who has to do that work and invest into that. But I really think a full-on proper remaster of DD1, you know, dare I say it, I know this will come off with very mixed responses, but I think DD2 is a really pretty game. Visually, it looks really, really nice. And if you had DD1 that looked like DD2, I think that would be an incredible, incredible product. And if you also had it so that it could run on current gen consoles, man, I think that would just sell so much. 144, good Lord, Aramir. Take a nap, man. Get some sleep. All right, here we go, y'all. Is it going to be Ultimate Plus Plus on the very first ever attempt? Let's see. That one's going to be a nope. It's an ultimate, though. That one's going to be a nope. That's an ultimate 93. That one's another ultimate 93. And last but not least, another ultimate 93. Well, I mean, they were all ultimate at least. Got to start somewhere, right? I think these guys, though, I may just leave them laying on the ground. Come back and get better ones later. All right, let's ditch these guys and let's pop on out to Tavern here. Why don't we get some giveaways running? What do you think? We'll do one on YouTube and one on Twitch. We'll start off on Twitch here. SciTech with the sub. 64 months. Good Lord, SciTech. Thank you an absolute ton. And the gift subs. Good Lord. Now, I'm not referring to DD2 or a pay-to-win or free-to-play game. Believe it or not, even though I play so many free-to-play games, I cannot stand free-to-play games. What's going on, show? How you doing, man? Absolutely cannot stand free-to-play games. As far as just, I hate getting nickel and dimed, you know? All right, let's get a giveaway started here. So this giveaway is going to be winner's choice. Yeah, that's what Arabeer just said. That's crazy, show. Absolutely absurd. Do you guys want anyway, it's winner's choice, whoever wins. We're going to start off on Twitch, then we'll do one on YouTube. So DD1, a juicy fruit pet, DD2, juicy mask, or DDA, a juicy pet. Well, and why don't we go hashtag juicy in chat. This one's on Twitch, but hashtag juicy in chat will get you entered. What up, Theron? I was looking at one of the builds you posted up earlier on the Dungeon Defenders builds website. I mean, I've told it's not that I like DD2 better. I like both games quite a bit. I just like how DD2 looks better. Visually, I like it more. I've told Trendy for literally 10 years now, make DD1 that looks like DD2. I'm a firm believer that that would be a crazy, crazy selling game. But now it's to the point where it would cost so many millions of dollars to make. You just watched Theoren's event guide. Very nice. Event upcoming. I'll definitely have to jump in and get that one done. Give you guys like another minute to get your hashtag juicies in. So, like I said, winner's choice. Juicy fruit pet for DD1 or DDA. And then a juicy head flare for DD2. Your choice. You guys don't even want to see my events guide. And a guide to how I play events would be: number 1, find people more competent than myself. As far as going through and like copying over to open and all that stuff, that's all super easy. I just got to find people to do it with that don't make it too hard. Well, no, I still contribute, but I'm not. Oh, you don't need gear to do the events, Goth. You can. I'm sure Theoren talks about it in his video. You can completely gear your character off of the event armory. So anyone can do it. You don't have to be geared out. Like, events are good for anyone to participate. You can create level 100 characters, you can completely gear them, all that stuff. So yeah, definitely participate. The events are fun. That and most of the event hosts are, well, I mean, I can't say most because I don't know all of them, and all of them I've had have always been awesome. But the event hosts are always fun too. I mean, I can remember back in the day before Lulz became a Chromatic employee and having him as the event host, and he'd be like, "Oh, you guys are doing way too good. I need to get a few more Demon Lords in here," or whatever, you know. And he made it super, super fun. You know, and everyone should participate in the events. That's for sure. All right, here we go, y'all. We'll get, like I said, we'll get a giveaway going on YouTube right after. But on Twitch, the winner is Buddy Beats. Congrats, Buddy. You won the juicy item of your choice. DD1, DD2, DDA for any of the games. Just send me a message. Here, you can reply to this right here. Send me a message and I'll get you hooked up. Now on YouTube, let me bust out all the disclaimers before we start the giveaway on YouTube. YouTube does not have instant messaging. So I have no way to deliver a code to you or to communicate with you through YouTube. So if you win on YouTube, you have to send me a message on Twitch, Twitter, or Discord to get entered or to pick up your winning. So give me a hashtag juicy in YouTube chat, and we'll do one over there as well. Congrats to you there, Buddy Beats. Give you guys a couple minutes to get that one entered into. Now, the summit, when I start, I got to start from the beginning because I haven't done it. So, what? Wave 8? Yeah, wave 8 is as high as we can start. Let's see. Nah, it's good anywhere, buddy. Let me get you squared away here. Let's see. I will. There you go. I just sent you a reply. There, buddy. And that will get you squared away. YouTube chat isn't showing. It should have a chat. I mean, other people are entering it. What's going on, Lilith? How you been? Long time no see. Twitch chat very silent suddenly. Yeah, that's just how giveaways work. We all know it. Oh, that's you? Man, more people. I tell you, more people that that I thought were two different people. I never realized it's the same person. Got Royal and Lilith. Yeah, that's just the nature of giveaways, sadly. I'm gonna be posting up some other giveaways later on today in my Discord server. You're a pro lurker? Hey, I'm a pro lurker as well. I watch a lot of live streams and I very rarely chat in them because I just want to kick back and enjoy the stream, you know? Nothing wrong with a little lurkage. Nothing at all wrong with a little lurkage. All right, so here we go. So remember, on YouTube, you have got to contact me on Twitch, Twitter, or Discord, or I have no way to either to set up giving you your winnings if you win. So for the winners, the ball is in your court. So here we go. Once again, winner's choice, juicy fruit pet for DD1 or DDA, or a juicy mask for DD2, up to you. And the winner on YouTube is SciTech. Grats, SciTech. You've got me on Discord there, SciTech. Just send me a message, which whatever item you want, and I will get you hooked up. All right, let's jump into the summit run and hope it's not an absolute painful tragedy. So rigged. That's how it works. All right, here we go. So we're gonna have to start on wave 8 here. See if I can manage to get the mana without falling in the fire. Yay! I didn't fall in the fire. One more time. Sweet. I'm not sure how to approach this one. I'm gonna do the 2 Aura stack thing. Oops, ran right past. Is that all of it? Yeah, it looks like that's all you get. So let's go an Aura stack here as close as we can get it. And then another one over here. Tried several times, the mana will fall in the lava. Oh, man. All right, so I got 420 left. Just go with the one big buff beam. This right here is the result of running this map too many times in DDA. What do we want to do to start? We start off with some... What do we got left? We got 350 left, so I could do 2 LTs. Just to get things started. Put one here. I'm going to sell them both after this wave. Put one there and one here. What does that leave me? It leaves me 110. Not enough for another one. Let's do this. Throw a gas trap up front here. Actually, do I want one here too? Actually, we're going to put one there. I might as well at least get it on the buff beam, right? Yeah. I like it. I like it. All right, so... Do I want to bring an actual DPS weapon just in case for the first wave? I think I probably do. Yeah, let's bring a spear. It's not going to be the best for collecting up mana, of course, but... Or do I just hop on my Jester? That's probably the right answer. Let's just hop on the Jester here. All right. Let's see if this one starts off tragically. Stupid spider. I'm gonna sell that. I'm gonna sell those. Oh shit! Right as I'm saying, I'm gonna sell the LTs, so I don't want to upgrade the LTs. I upgrade the LTs. Super smooth. Get back up to the mana cap at least, so we can at least get the rest of the map built. What do we got left? We got some ogres down below. That certainly will get me full up. All right. The Jester is really, really good. It's got a ton of utility associated with him, too. All right, let's start off with old Herman here. Get rid of that. And that. Now, the build I was looking at that Theorin posted up on the build planner earlier was using 3 seed bombs over here. So I am going to try that out. The gift subs that boosted the RNG luck. I can tell you that Tech Riot Gaming has been around a long, long time, and he doesn't win very many giveaways, and he does a lot of gifting. So I think in theory that sounds great. It's not what I should say. What I should say is, yeah, everybody that gives gift subs gets bonus RNG. But in reality, SciTech would probably, or Tech Riot Gaming would probably tell you a little differently. All right, do we want to go for some DSTs now? DSTs and LTs. Actually, kind of curious now. Can I get away with just doing 2 DSTs? And have them covering 2 sets of those lanes? And then over here, we can go with like 1 like that. And 1 like that, maybe? Actually, that leaves me room for an assload of LTs, huh? Oh shit, I never put a golem or anything down. What the hell am I doing here? Good lord. That was not very smart. You put the golem on... I feel like you put the golem over here, right? Let's just do this. We'll put it right on the edge there. And we'll just slap a golem right on top of it. Something like that, maybe? Running 3 hours of sleep? Yeah, I mean, there's... Caffeine is a glorious thing. I'm a firm believer, but there's... You're on 3 hours of sleep. There's no, there's no proper alternative. You know? You're just gonna have to get to sleep. Alright. Now what do we want to do? Tell you what I want to do is just stack LTs right here, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna spread a few of them out. Oh man, that's not working out. I should have made that buff beam longer or moved it down more. I'm not taking advantage of the full length of the buff beam. But God, the last thing I want to do is rebuild this whole stupid thing. Yeah, I don't like the dice pet. I love the dice pet because I was a crap stealer for 20 years. I hate the dice pet because it's so big. You know the answer to it? Make it ride higher in the air like the moon pet does. If you made it ride higher in the air like the moon pet, it wouldn't be an issue. See if I can get these a little closer. Completely blocks your camera view, though. I still can't get another one in there. You know what? I'm going to place the golem last. Why can I not get the golem targeted? That's not the golem, right? That's the... What the hell? Stupid dice. The plus and minus key allows you to cycle through them, but it's not going. It's not hitting on the golem. Well, this is the event dice pad, is why it's so big. Oh, that's just irritating. Do I say screw it and stack? Of course I do. Sorry, purists. Don't be mad at me. Just gonna have to live with it, because I don't feel like rebuilding this whole stupid thing just to pace things properly. Alright, gonna need some reflex. Well, we got 6 DU to work with. Let's go with one like that. And then we'll connect it all together with those. A little sloppy looking, but... Sweet. All right. We want to get through a few waves first. I think we can go back to, let's use the ball blaster on this one. I like the ball blaster, man. Actually, I should stay on my jester, right? Just to get everything upgraded quicker. Let's do it. Pretty dark map for sure. Let me hit these R's a couple times. I don't. I gotta get one dialed in. You know what? I still build on a squire. I still build on an apprentice. I've got an adept leveled, but I have never geared her out. And I mean, I know you should. You're just losing out on movement speed by staying on the countess, you know, etc. But I've never swapped. They were always my guys, you know? Oh shit, you know what? Do I have an apprentice upper? Or a adept upper? I think I might. Now that I'm thinking about it. What am I doing? I completely forgot about that. The auto upgrades thing? Good lord, how has no one told me I'm a dumbass yet? That is the greatest quality of life thing ever added to the game, and I'm completely ignoring it. Oh my god. I completely forgot about it, to be honest. Just 100% forgot it was a thing. That is a crazy good change. I'm so glad you reminded me of that, because I'll be completely honest with you. I forgot that was a thing for like the last 2 weeks. I've been playing upgrading on my monk or jester for like 2 weeks. Completely forgot. All right, yeah, that's just gotta happen. Do I not have one set up? Oh, maybe this is her. Oh, she got a genie. That's telling me something. What weapon is she using? The serpent staff. Looks like I got an apprentice upper, or a adept upper, y'all. Yay! Now, if I could actually hit something, maybe I'll get a little mana to get these upgrades. That is life-changing shit right there. Good lord. What's up, Mr. Mamby? Cat just walked in front of the fan. Oh, man. It's a channeled thing. Yeah, you just pop it, and it auto upgrades in the area. And you just farm mana. And it... You see the mana going up and down from the genie? And, I mean, look what it did in that one wave. And that was, like, without efficient mana cycling too. The 3 new pets that were added into the game, there's a baby demon lord, a goblin mech, and a dragon. So this one is going to be the dragon here. You see the mana and then you don't see the mana. Very fair. Oh, the mana comes and the mana goes. But God, that is so wonderful. Yeah, this map is just really, really dark. And me sitting in a stack of auras is not really helping that either. Right, you stand right there, Ogre. I think this is a Junker Genie. I'm not sure this is a very good Genie. That, and I know it's not a wonderful staff. I don't think my staff is upgraded properly. Is that everything? No, it's still going. And like the Hermit is really, really good. Yeah, super strong. Definitely a fine choice. All right, looks like we only got like one more thing. And yeah, everything is upgraded. So, Adapt for the win. I can't believe I forgot about that. But yeah, we're full upped all the way around. Take a look now. Or actually, there was something in there. Or maybe that was a repair. It will repair too. You can get 24 million poison damage. Wow. All right. Let's swap back over now, though, since we're just boosting. Now, do I bother bringing out the alts now? For the tower boost, or do I just let it run until we get to a higher wave? Well, remember, it's new for a lot of people, Royal. And I mean, it was new enough that I completely forgot about it. All right, let's just let it fly. We'll boost it out. I'm not sure when I should bring the summoners in. Oh, you don't really need the reflex there because of the golem. Well, I mean, shit, I got 60 U into reflex, plus a gas trap I don't really think I need. And, you know, that could have been another DST. I think that gas trap over there is pretty useful. Oh, speaking of, looks like I failed to upgrade that. But the one that I'm kind of standing on, I don't think that one is necessarily the most useful thing out there. So I need to turn my tower boost off if I want to get any mana here. There we go. Do people still use the ball blaster, or does everybody use one of those chicken ballers now? The chicken baller is entry level. Well, yeah, it is easy to get. So the ball blaster is considered better than the chicken baller? I thought that a good chicken baller was considered better than the ball blaster. The ball blaster has more bounces. It's more projectiles too, isn't it? Or is it not? The ball blaster is better? I remember finding out about the ball blaster. I was watching one of Washboard's moon-based survival farming videos, and I'm like, what is this thing with the balls bouncing all over the place? That's crazy cool. And then it took me about a year and a half to get one after I saw that it was one of those items that I wanted desperately. Dragon has been added to your item box. That's a generic pet, right? That's not the special pet? That's just a drop. This little guy. Throw you on the ground where you belong, mister. Oh, the stone throwers. I don't have that one. Well, shit, man. I gotta get me one of those. I always thought when I heard people talking about throwing rocks, I thought they were talking about the ball blaster. It comes from Ogre Crush. Ah. All right, well, here we go. I got to add that to the farm list. Oops. I guess it helps to turn your tower boost on when you're tower boosting, huh? Crazy idea. Shit, I'm wondering if this is going to hold all the way through, too. I'm only on wave 15. Well, the ogres hadn't pushed up yet, Rocket. They probably would have gotten a little uncomfortable. Like, I got copters flying all the way into there now. All right, Power Dude. Well, enjoy. Get you a nap, man. Nothing ever wrong with a little nap. Yeah, I think I'll bring in the boosters. I don't see why not, right? It's a little early, but if they're going to help me get through the waves quicker, then I think it'll be worth. Put you right there. We'll put you right there. All right, I think that'll get it. Yeah, could do that for the builder bonus. I can do that at wave 32 or whatever, maybe. I feel like the pet boosters are going to be more value than the apprentice between now and then. This map is really dark when you're sitting in an Aura stack, huh? You can barely see what's going on. Oops. I stopped shooting. Luckily, we're at the end of the wave anyway. I'm glad to get these to the point where I can farm the pets, though. So definitely happy about that. I absolutely hate post-processing punters. In DD1 anyway. I can turn it on for y'all if y'all want to see it, but I personally cannot stand it. Yeah, it just, I don't know, it just burns my eyeballs. It's so goddamn bright. Hate it. Absolutely hate it. I don't know. I think for the you know, for the time and engine and era that this game came out, I feel like the individual textures of items look nice. Like, for example, these stone stairs. Let me turn my boost off a minute. I think the textures visually, with the water running on them, I think it looks really good. And I just feel like you lose a lot of that with post-processing just to fill your screen up with a bunch of glowing, you know? I think you just lose a lot of the art quality, but it was that day and age. It's the same thing with the outlines. Remember, like, when this game first came out, like Borderlands, the original Borderlands was all the rage, right? And that art style was very appealing to people with the, like, the cel-shaded look. And I think that's one of the things they were going for in DD1 is art style that was kind of that flavor. Well, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, you could do an Unreal Engine update for DD1 and make it look really, really nice. But Unreal has so many tools available into it that just weren't a thing back in the Unreal 3 days. That, I mean, remaking the maps using technology from the current era. I mean, obviously it would cost millions of dollars and take years to do. But I think the game would be incredible, you know? No, that's not what DDA was meant to be. DDA is the most confused intention of any Dungeon Defenders game out there. They said right from the beginning, this game is not supposed to be a remake of DD1. They said that what they were trying to do was to capture the gameplay feel from DD1, with it being more loot-focused. It was never intended to be a DD1 remake, yet everyone assumes it was, and it's a fair assumption because they took all the maps and copy-pasted them. I mean, obviously, they didn't copy-paste them. They rebuilt the maps. But you use the exact same maps over again, everyone is going to think the game is supposed to be a DD1 remake, you know? DDA was supposed to be something that the current dev team built that was their own. That was something they could put their stamp on, of this is my game that I created. And once again, I'll come back to saying the same thing. I think if they would have actually done a proper DD1 remake, it would have been a good thing. Take the exact 100% modern version of DD1, rebuilt the entire game in modern graphics, and then sell it at a modern game price. I think it would have been a very, very successful game. All right, wave 19. Everything's pretty smooth sailing here so far. I mean, it was the same thing with DD2, Aramir. That's the thing that Trendy never quite got back in the day. Is you've got a product that you made that was wildly successful, that sold millions of copies, that people still love that day, and you change it too much away from the feel of the original game. And that was what happened with DD2. I mean, I like DD2. Lots of people who watch this channel all love DD2. But realize that as a whole, there are far, far, far more people that hate DD2 than there are people that love it. You know? And it's because they made a game that wasn't a proper sequel to a very successful IP. I mean, if you look at total downloads of all time since the very beginning, DD1 still has more downloads than DD2 does, if you combine all platforms. Now, they stopped updating the Xbox and PlayStation API when the PS5 and the Series S and X launched. So we don't know accurate figures for that now. But before they did update it, DD1 had more total downloads than DD2 did, and DD2 was free. Yeah, DD1's been killing it, man, the last month. It's awesome. It's great to see. I mean, not that it's doing better than DD2, it's just great to see it doing good. You know? You got the Ruthless update, brought back a lot of people, but then again, as well, that Tower Defense Fest that Steam had, DD1 had its demo up there, and it had a lot of people playing it. That's where you don't see the real answer to that is every month there's always more actual players playing DD1 because like when I bring in my 2 alts, this counts as one player. You know, you bring an alt in DD2 on Steam, that counts as 2 different players. So I mean DD1 always has more players every month. It's just, this is the first month in, God, I don't even know how long. The first month in a long, long time that DD1 straight up beat DD2 in player numbers on Steam, including the alts. Super excited for the new Orcs game? Absolutely. I mean, Orcs Must Die is the game that made me fall in love with this genre. I played Orcs Must Die, then I played Dungeon Defenders, then I played Sanctum, and I enjoyed all of them so much, I ended up not playing anything else for like 10 years. That, and you combine that with Robot Entertainment is a bunch of really, really good, awesome people. Not that Chromatic isn't, but the Robot Entertainment people are just good people. They're people that you would like trust to feed your dog when you're out of town, you know? The first time I met Patrick, their CEO, I introduced myself, and he knew who I was from YouTube already. But when I first introduced myself, he walked over and hugged me and personally thanked me for so much of the Orcs Must Die content I had done over the years. It's like, what? That doesn't happen. Literally walked up and gave me... Now, this wasn't in 2024, obviously. You couldn't get away with hugging a stranger in 2024. This was like in, I want to say like 2018 or 2019 or so. But yeah, literally walked up and gave me a hug. Their studio director at the time, it was at a PAX convention, so they were all there, you know. Their studio director at the time is like, oh my God, you don't have any Orcs Must Die gear on. And he walks up and gives me like this $200 jacket and an Orcs Must Die scarf and all this stuff. Like, takes it right off of his back and gives it to me. This was his stuff, you know. It wasn't giveaway stuff for the convention. I don't know. They're just really good people. They like really appreciate everything that like someone like me did for their game. And that, of course, it made me feel good, you know. Wave 21. God, we still got so far to go. Shit, man, now I want that rock thrower thing you guys were talking about. I never, ever realized that was a different weapon. I thought that was like slang for the ball blaster. You know what else my lazy ass needs to do? This is embarrassing, but I'll tell you guys anyway. You guys know I'm only 2 maps away from Eternal Defender, and I've been only 2 maps away from Eternal Defender for months and months and months. I mean, that's just dumb for me not to go get it. It's 2 maps. Thanks for the bits there, Tubby. Easy ones, too. That's the kicker. It's nothing that I'm going to struggle with. Actually, one of them I might. Emerald City is one of them. I might struggle with that one a little bit, getting through the first wave. And then Dread Dungeon, believe it or not. Easiest map in the world. I mean, not really the easiest map in the world, but like such an easy map. Never done it. Have never done it. I need to get those going. But yeah, Emerald City and Dread Dungeon, and I am done with Eternal. And they can start working on Ruthless. Now, 0 to Eternal. I probably won't do a 0 to Eternal playthrough. Save that for the pros. Washboard did one. I think Chiku may have done one. I got too many other games I'm playing right now. It's not an option, or they would have, Alonzo. They can't just port DD1 to current gen consoles. It's not mechanically possible. The problem that DD1 and DD2 both face is not only are they on an old, outdated game engine, but they're an old, outdated game engine that the developers heavily modified personally. So it's not something that they can just port over. They would have to recreate the game. And that's, you know, where I still think they should do it, but that's why it's not done. Because that's millions of dollars and years of work. Oh, the Lightning Tower is quite the laser light show, though, for sure. So yeah, it's not a matter of just porting it over. I mean, you have no idea how many times I've heard that. Oh, I agree 1,000%, L. DD1 remastered would be the shit. Really want to play it, but don't own a PC? I mean, that's fair, you know? Hell, I am an anti-pre-order person, Royal. I don't pre-order anything. I would pre-order DD1 remastered. I would pre-order it off of a hope and a dream. And I don't pre-order anything anymore. Not after Diablo 4. The trouble with Kickstarter and crowdfunding games is there's a lot of, you know, obviously there's been good games that have come out of that whole thing. But the success of crowdfunding video games has turned into cash grab bait for video game publishers. Because publishers are looking at that as, okay, well, we'll run this Kickstarter for this game that's going to go, and then we don't actually have to put up any money. Even though we're the publishers and we should be putting up some money, we're not going to put up any money. And instead, we're just going to run a Kickstarter, and then we'll give 75% of that money to the developer. You know? Well, I don't think Chromatic would ever go with a publisher for anything in 2024. Understandably so. A lot of people don't know the history of that. But you know, Orcs Must Die was the first action defense game of this style to ever launch. You know why it beat Dungeon Defenders? Because of a publisher. A publisher screwed them. That's also why, like that first wave and stuff came to mobile, is because of publishers. So what happened with that is when Dungeon Defenders, the original game, was set to launch, they were using a publisher. The publisher declared bankruptcy, and the ownership of the game was tied up in bankruptcy court because their publisher declared bankruptcy and made it so they were unable to launch the game. So they said, okay, what can we do to get this product out and generate some revenue? And they're like, well, you know, we could pretty easily port this over to Android. And hence, Dungeon Defender's first wave or second wave or whatever it was born. And then it was, you know, some time later. But the kicker with that is, of course, everybody wants to be the first, right? Well, the kicker with that is they missed being the first by 1 week. 1 week. So they would have been the first by a year if it wasn't for their publisher. But just with that alone, I don't think... Because remember, Augie was the owner, one of the owners then, too. So that is Augie's real experience with a publisher. So I can't imagine he would ever want to go with a publisher again. But yeah, that's a screwed up story, but that's a true story. Very, very true story. What's going on there, Dragon Wing? How you doing? Ooh, that ogre getting up there, huh? We're like wave 23, man. I'm worried again that things aren't going to hold up. I wonder how those, God, I always want to call them pea shooters. The seed bomb towers. I wonder how they're performing. They're probably wrecking it. Let's see. What's going on over here? That was an ogre. Oh, my tower boost was gone is why. Can't be letting my tower boost drop off like that. I gotta start paying attention. Still sad to see how bad Payday 3 turned out. You know, I didn't play a whole lot of Payday 3. My son was really into Payday 3 for a bit. And he was pretty disappointed too. I played a little Payday 2. That was one of those games I played with family, so I never really made any content or whatever. I played that with my son, my nephew, and my brother-in-law. We had a lot of fun. Oh, it's all good, Dragon Wing. Appreciate you swinging by. Wish Shoot Many Robots had a sequel. There's a few upcoming games I'm looking forward to. I'm very curious about that Warden's Rising game. They've started doing a bunch of marketing lately. The game actually looks pretty good. And then I'm very curious. Well, I'm not even curious. I'm just straight up looking forward to that Storm TD game. You know, obviously it's not to the scale of like a Dungeon Defenders game. But that game is wildly addicting. Just the demo that it had was so crazy, crazy addicting. Well, I'm definitely not even near the top of the food chain, Dragon Wing. I've got some decent gear, but the thing with me is I've done a lot of events. So I've got a lot of event items that kind of fill in the gap everywhere. The people that really play this game and grind the crap out of it, their gear is insane. Absolutely insane. Thanks so much for subscribing. I do appreciate it there, Levin. Welcome, welcome. But, I mean, on that same note, I've probably spent like 1,000 hours in Nightmare or higher. So, I mean, I've got decent gear, just none of it is, like, other than a couple of pieces, nothing is, like, crazy. That is not the time to lose my tower boost, right when the ogres are all pushing in. Look at all the ogres. Holy shitballs. There is no shortage of ogre action there. Crazy. Should really use your Prime sub more often. Well, I do appreciate it a ton there, El. I thank you so much. Here it is. The bot was delayed. Thank you an absolute ton. Oh, you'll get there, Dragonwing. You will indeed get there. How's your day going there, Nemesis? All right, don't let tower boost fall off on ogre stretch. And I almost let the tower boost fall off while saying it. Good lord. Do I plan on playing DD1 more outside of check? I go in spurts with DD1. I'll play it a whole lot for a little while, and then I end up taking a break for a little while, and then play it a whole lot again for a little while. I've been kind of off and on like that with it for years. But yeah, I mean, there's so much for me to do right now in the game that, I mean, I've got a lot of hours to put in. You know, get the, you know, like I haven't gotten any of those usual suspects for farming gear, like Spooky Bay or Infested or whatever. I haven't done any of those on Ruthless yet. I'm doing good, man. Just kind of wanted to chill today and get these survival unlocks. The first time getting the Wave 32 start unlocked, it takes a good bit of time. I've been playing so much other stuff, I haven't really had time to do it. So I wanted to make sure I set aside some time to do it, and the easiest way to do that is on live stream. Lost the boost again. Oof. Five seconds. My boost is up. The ogres are burning no problem, but the second I let it go down, because I'm not paying attention, and and it all goes to shit. When I do play DD1, how often do I play with others? Fairly frequently. I mean, not all the time. I do spend, the majority, well, not lately because of Ruthless being added, but if you look at like the last several years, the majority of the time I play the game, I got 4 screens going on and I'm armor farming survival or whatever, But I am a firm believer that games are more fun with friends. All right, let's not let it go down this time. You're hungry now? Well, eat something. Yeah, I started DD1 on PC. I was pretty much, I mean, I played on consoles, played games on consoles a lot. Way back when. But the last game, or the last console I played anything seriously on, just to give you guys an idea of how long it's been. Well, I guess it's not exactly true, because I did play quite a bit of DD2 on PS4. But besides DD2 on PS4, the last game I really played, like, a lot on console was on a Dreamcast. Dreamcasts are probably older than a bunch of y'all here. I've got a crazy amount of hours into games like The Gauntlet on the Dreamcast. Just crazy amount of hours. And then, we had a PS3, but I had one other really major thing in my life at the time then too, and that was I had a son. So the PS3 stayed in either in his room or in the living room. So I just didn't spend as much game time on it. And then World of Warcraft, I think, is the game that probably, or maybe it was even Warcraft 3. Or maybe even StarCraft. Warcraft 3 or StarCraft. Yeah, it had to have been Warcraft 3 or StarCraft. But Warcraft 3 or StarCraft got me back into PC gaming, and I put together a decent gaming PC. And I've been pretty much full-on PC ever since then with most games I play. I did play a little Diablo 3 with my wife on the Xbox. And I played a good bit of Dungeon Defenders 2 on the PS4. And then now I don't have, we've got a Series X, but that is my wife's. And she ain't having it. If I tell her she's losing her Xbox for 6 hours while I go live stream on it, oh, she ain't having that at all. And I don't have a PS5. So that's, like right now, even with the modern era of consoles being really pretty good, she uses a laptop. My wife, it's funny to even say the words combined together, but my wife is a hardcore gamer, but she's a hardcore puzzle gamer. She will have one game going on her laptop and another game going on the Series X at the same time daily. but they're not games that you would think. They're puzzle games, games that you can, it's, unlimited time between turns or whatever. Oh, she loved Portal 2. There's supposed to be a Portal 3, I think, now, isn't there? Isn't the Steam or the Valve CEO been teasing it or whatever? She loved Portal. I mean, I loved Portal 2, too. That game was super addicting. But she does, like, Bejeweled. She'll play competitive Scrabble online. Yeah, man, Portal 3. I just saw some stuff on Twitter or whatever from the CEO of Valve, just like in the last week or two, of him teasing Portal 3 stuff. I don't know. I personally really enjoyed it. My wife absolutely loved it. Man, you do get quite the laser light show with these guys with a bunch of flyers in the air. Holy crap, man. That's so awesome. You were able to use the portal gun. I got a sad story about that stuff in DD1. I don't know if that stuff is worth anything now, but there was a time where that stuff sold for, like, the TF2 pets, the portal gun. That stuff sold for a lot at one time. Well, for what was a lot at the time, anyway. Shit, I'm getting beat on here. Oh, man, I'm starting to sweat now. So, yeah, I sold them, and so they're gone. It was, like, before I started YouTube or anything. Seed bombs took a bunch of hits. I'm going to need to do something. Do I pop that summoner in and get those 2 harpoon pets going? Or do I pop in my apprentice and get the builder bonus on the DSTs and LTs? Or, yeah, I could always just add minions. I mean, that's what I should do, right? What's up, Whoops? How you doing, man? Yeah, I'll just do spiders again. Let's do just spiders. Let's see. Where do we even need them? Lazy farming? What you farming up, Whoops? Ain't nothing wrong with some good lazy farming, man. I need a good TV show or something to come out. The TV show, the shows that came out recently that were good were over way fast. Like The Boys, that current season of The Boys was just over. You know what? Let me throw mages too. I got so much DU. And then the House of the Dragon, they left that one off big time. It's like it just started. It was just getting good, and the season's over. Like, what the hell, man? Need some more juice. Where were we? Right here. Is that all of them? Looks like it. I think just spiders could end up being a pretty massive difference without actually, like, properly walling or whatever. Well, there's just the thing with Discord friend requests is they serve no real purpose. So I don't even see most of those. I mean, if you can talk with anybody that you want to, that you're in a Discord server with, why would you have to be friends with somebody? You know? If it served a purpose, then I would probably use it. But since it doesn't, I don't really use it. I mean, I've never, other than rare situations, I don't think I've ever sent anyone a friend request on Discord. There's a setting that people do. I probably have, if there's a setting to block that stuff, I probably have it enabled. Oh shoot, I should have upgraded those, I could have popped on my adept for a minute. Throw a few upgrades on everything at least. Mini Spider Queen? I don't think I even have that. Discord notifications are awful. Even if when you mute them, they still get through. Yeah. We got an ogre roadblock with the spiders there. The Spider Queen can web enemies. I'm assuming you... I don't think I've got that pet. Maybe I do. I'm not sure. Is that an old pet? Or is that something like newer within the last few years? God, it's just taking a beating over here. Oh, the mini Spider Queen is a Redux one. I gotcha. I don't watch Discord at all while I'm streaming Dragon Wing. I think it's disrespectful to the people in chat. So I completely close my Discord windows when I'm live streaming. It's in live. Crystalline Dimension. Return to Crystalline Dimension is what Endo said in Dragon Wings. So you can go on the live game and get it there. These didn't actually do anything. Wait a minute. He's saying, hold on now. Maybe it's not. Crystalline Resurgence. So not, Not Return to Crystalline Dimension, Crystalline Resurgence. Alright, well, these were taking a beating. I feel like I should get those upgraded. Oh, it will happen. It will happen there, Dragon Wings. I got a theory on that. If you never lose in video games, are you actually playing the video game, or is it just running? You know? It's good to lose every now and then. That means you're playing a game that's got enough of a challenge for you. If you never lose, then the game's just running on your computer. These guys took a little beating that time, too. That, and you never learn the mechanics of the game, too, if you never lose, you know? I mean, look at how many times in any of the Dungeon Defenders games, look at how many times someone gets carried and then tries to go do it on their own, and there's just no chance that they can do it. And it's because a lot of the time they just don't understand the enemies they're facing or whatever aspect of the game that they're just missing. And losing teaches you that real quick, because you're either going to figure it out or you're going to keep losing and quit playing and play something different, you know? June 2018 on Crystalline Resurgence. I don't think I have that pet, though. Maybe I do, and I just never use it. I don't know. I got a folder just packed full of pets that I never even look at, that were deemed keepable at the time. All right. Well, we made it to wave 30 anyway. I have got to go grab a drink real quick, y'all. Give me just one moment. I'll be right back. I'm not even going to switch screens or anything. I'll be quick. In fact, you know what? I'm going to do a big balls move and let it run. Maybe I should grab some mana first. I'll pop my boost and let it last as long as it's going to last. And I will be right back in just a moment here, y'all. Shouldn't be long. I'm just going to get a glass of water. So, be right back. All right. Did my core blow up? No, core did not blow up. That's a plus. Actually, almost made it, it looked like. My tower boost had just gone down. Almost made it. Like 10 seconds? That's not bad. Red Moon with the sub. Thanks there, Red Moon. One year soon. Not too far away. Oh, it's been a blast. The Ruthless mode is such a nice addition. I mean, it just gives you a whole big ass long checklist of things to do, you know, when they added the difficulty in. Well, Crystalline Resurgence is on the live game now, Dragonwing. Might pick it back up one of these days. Well, now's a good time to do it. The player base is up. There's plenty of people to play with, and there's a lot of things to do, you know? Like, if you left off in Nightmare Gear, you know, you've got the whole Ruthless challenge ahead of you, and then there's a Ruthless Defender achievement now, too. You gave away all your events? Oof. Can't be giving that stuff away, man. What do we got? A big ol' Ogre Zerg at the bottom. Yeah, it's nice having them, you know? Can be a bit rough coming back to DD1. It can, but you know what? If you do it and you start playing and you just go with the new stuff and you don't think about the quality of life things that you liked in DDA or whatever, you're going to fall back in love with the game. I mean, it's just such a good game, you know? Gave away a Rainmaker, huh? Oof. Been watching Time Bandits. Have 2 episodes to go. You know, I haven't seen that one. Maybe I'll have to add that one to the list. The last things I watched were, you know, this most recent series of House of Dragons, The Boys, the new The Boys season, and then what else? I got to watch that Borderlands movie when it comes to streaming just so I can complain about it. Can't complain about it if you didn't watch it. And I've already been complaining about it, so I better watch it. Oh, Fallout. I thought they did a pretty good job with Fallout. I enjoyed that one. House of Dragons, they really ended the season in a really shitty spot. Oh, I saw Dune 2. I finally talked the wife into it. I'm a huge fan of Dune. In fact, for anyone that's following that upcoming Dune MMO, I've got a bunch of insider information. The next couple of days, I'm going to be putting a video out on it. It was good. They made a few tweaks to the story that I didn't that I complained about as we walked out of the theater, and on the ride home, my wife told me I wouldn't shut up. But it was good. It was still good. Anyway, with House of Dragons, direct from the devs, like approved leaks. Basically, they gave me gameplay footage. They gave me like a full walkthrough of the character customization stuff directly from the devs themselves, and permission to post it. So I can, it's going to take me a couple of days to get that stuff out, but I am a huge fan of the Dune franchise, just the Dune world and the Dune story. I've been a fan of that since forever, when I very first read the books, long before any of the movies came out. So I am very, very, very stoked about that MMO. I'm hoping they don't funcom the shit out of it and have it turn into something terrible. No, it's not that. It's that I applied for their content creator program about a year ago when no one else was applying for it yet, because the game was so far away. And like now, there's very few people that have applied to it because the game is still a year away, or 2025 anyway. Dune did get really weird the last few books. But yeah, with House of the Dragons, here's the problem with House of the Dragons and the way they ended it. They only needed one more episode, and they could have really, really tied up the season really, really nicely and had a good end to the season. One more episode. And instead, what they're going to do is they're going to take that, what could have been that one more episode to tie up this season, and they're going to drag it out for an entire season just for the money. And then have that work into, like, another season that should have been one episode at the end of next season. I don't know. I mean, it wasn't a bad show. It's just how they're choosing to end the seasons off. It doesn't make you, oh my God, I can't wait to see next season now. Instead, you're pissed off because you feel like the season ended like shit. Probably the later books is when things went really, really weird. Well, I mean, things went weird through the entirety of it when you look at it. The dude had quite the creative mind. But yeah, man, I tell you, if they would have added one more episode to this season of House of the Dragon, it would have ended really, really well. But they just didn't do that one more episode. And instead, they'll, all right, see you in 2 years or whatever, Gonna load up some DD1. Nice, sir, Dragon Wings. I mean, they had the perfect setup for the perfect season finale. That would have brought really nice closure to, like, that segment. Well, I mean, it could be, Corporal. That's very normal, sadly, in today's day and age. People have embraced the any publicity is good publicity thing. Leveling up your summoner? Well, you gotta get through the levels, Gotta go through and level up all the things. I'm not sure what the meta strat is for leveling up alts now. I'm sure somebody in Twitch chat knows. But I know you can do it really quick now in comparison to back in the day. Oh shit, I never brought the other character in. Is it too late now? Or can I still bring it in? Will he get the loot? Let's just bring my apprentice in and we'll get the builder bonus. Man, my seed bombs are getting beat up on. I must have... Or I got the reflect too close to him. They're peeking through the reflect and probably taking the ogre bombs. The ogre explosions. Alright, let's see here. Park the apprentice. Doesn't even matter. Let's just park him in the middle of the mess there. That big ass die gonna get in the way of the camera view? Probably. I've got a pet to use. I think the thing is I don't have a good builder dice pet. All of the dice pet farming I've done, I've never gotten one that's anywhere near as good as like the skeletons I have or the different random events or whatever I have. And I was using, I think it was Spooky Bay. What was it? I don't even remember what map it was. It was some map where you start the first wave and you're out on your LT builder and you run around and collect mana and spam down LTs or whatever. It was one of those maps, so I equipped that event and I just haven't unequipped it yet. What's going on, Chico? How you doing? Just got home? Nice, nice. I am working on getting my very first summit clear, so you're about to see the ultimate plus dragons just falling from the sky. It's one of the event pets, and they made it absurdly large, just because. Yeah, man, we got ulti plus dragons about to flow. Beginner's luck is a thing, right? So this is my very first summit clear on Ruthless, so I will certainly get all the fat loots. Oh, spider down. It was over there. Gonna have to throw those back. Definitely getting a little sketch here at the end. I might have to put down some proper stuff, like some orcs or whatever. Yeah, that was a pet that Chromatic added in a couple of years ago. One of the giveaway items I do, the Juicy Fruit pet. I just did a giveaway for Juicy Fruit pets earlier in the stream. And I did one on YouTube too, back a couple of weeks ago. But you guys might want to check the giveaway channel in my Discord after the stream here. Might be a good idea. For anyone who is still in need of one. Alright, I am going to add in... Let's just keep the boost flowing for a moment here until this is over. Shitload of ogres rolling up. Turn my boost off so I got the mana. Sweet. All right, so gonna need to get those spiders back, and then I think I might as well throw some orcs down too, just to be safe. Going on, Beardstain? Going good, man. I've been procrastinating on getting these maps done. Got to get the maps unlocked, that way I can farm the new shinies, you know? I've been procrastinating a little bit there, so good to finally get them done. I don't want to jinx it. It is not over yet. Throw this stuff back. Then let's throw a thick boy in front of it all. Do the same thing over here too. I think that's probably the only place I need him, right? Maybe? Oh, I am for sure, Raji. How you been, man? I will definitely get in the mix with that one. I gotta download the map and try it out. I've never run it. Just finished a great coffee time with your dad. Very nice. Coffee time, best time. Forgotten how to play without tower stacking? It happens, it happens. All right, we only got 2 waves, right? Certainly we'll make it 2 waves. Do I need to get more upgrades on that mage? Definitely started getting pushed in the end on this one. I mean, I'll know for next time now. I'm just not quite at the stage to go minionless. Need to get in some proper minions. All right, here we go. I'm sure that you get something for participating, for sure. I mean, they want to make it fun, you know? Yeah, sometimes if you win, you get a bonus. Or if you're best time or whatever, you get a bonus. Yeah, I haven't even downloaded the map and tried it out yet, though. I need to. Oh yeah, there's goblin copters all over the place. That's what all those LTs are going up to. It's hard to see them because the sky's so dark, but it is packed full of goblin copters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There was 9 just right there. There is, the game has got its fair share of goblin copters. Did they increase Dark Elf Archer's range? I don't know. I don't think so. But I don't really know. I mean, there may have been, like a blanket enemy range increase or something with Ruthless mode, but I have no idea, really. I'm just guessing. Oh, I have no clue. I mean, there's nothing that I know of where they directly increased Archer's range, but I don't know. They may have. And these copters are getting all up in here. They must be healthier than shit. I feel like a DPS hero would be a big game changer here. This guy's getting slapped like crazy. Get that boost going again. Oof, man, that got rough. When I lost my poor little apprentice. It's alright. The apprentice will still get the loot, even if he's dead. Try to get him back in there, though. My apprentice is 100% builder only, so does not even have armor upgraded or anything, other than into defense power. Or, you know, whatever stat I upgraded that piece. All right. So I don't feel like these were necessary. I think these actually stopped an ogre once. These I feel good about having them here, but I don't feel like they have done a whole lot. These ones have saved the day, and these ones have saved the day. There's no doubt. I'm not sure what else was actually necessary to get the win, though. Not that I've gotten the win yet. Don't let me celebrate ahead of time. Come on, don't choke now, damn it. It's almost over. Man, those copters are really on the push here. I'll definitely have to rethink this build as far as doing Wave 32 starts. feel like Ruthless has a hell of a lot more copters. It definitely feels that way. I mean, I haven't done this map in so long, I don't really have a fair comparison. But there is a lot of copters here. I mean, a lot of copters. Almost there. Oh, nice, Royal. Oh, I appreciate it. Help that mage out a little. Go, tower boost. Rejoin a lobby and have your equipment stolen from you? Yeah, man. That's dark times. Dark times in the world of Dungeon Defenders. That's going to be a junker weapon, right? Yeah. All right, here we go. Alti plus pluses incoming. You guys ready to see some ultimate plus dice here? Oh, they are right here in the box, y'all. They're right here in the box. Now, let's see what really happened. That is a Transcendent piece. Baby Ancient Dragon. This is going to be another Trans. Or no, that's a Supreme. Another Transcendent. And last but not least, the Ultimate Plus on the next page. That's a nope. It's Ultimate 93. But that is not an Ultimate Plus. No love. No love. So yeah, this is my only good score so far. I got that Demon Lord right there on my very first Alk Labs clear. That would be Cake Pone. You guys know Cake Pone? Cake Pone and I made a bet, and I won the bet. Press Control 0. Does that unhide the numbers? I don't want to unhide the numbers. That's a no-no. And then on Alti plus pieces. Oh, O, not 0. Control O. Well, what does it do? Like I said, if it's going to unhide the numbers, I don't want to do it on stream. Oh, it toggles the rarity colors. Like in your item box it does? Oh, look at that shit. Well, that's fancy. That ruins the excitement of mousing over it, though, to see if it's Ultimate Plus. I don't know if I want to lose that excitement. But yeah, anyway, Cake Pone and I had a bet. I won the bet, and the winner had to give the other an Ultimate or higher Mischief Maker. And he named the Mischief Maker to that before he gave it to me. Yeah. Thanks, Cake. Appreciate it. But, yeah. Nothing else on the map worth looking at. Actually, these are not worth keeping around. Let me just send them back to the ground where they belong. You dirty ground dragons. It's kind of cool looking. Let me keep the one. Was that the right one? I'll keep the one just to look at it. Oh, it's fat too. Plump little fucker. Oh, dragons and stuff of that quality, Dragon Wing, you can probably just load into any shop, and I'd imagine people will just give it to you. Control B for floor colors? Or just B? Yeah, he's a plump little guy, isn't he? Is that like when you're looking at the color? Oh, I see, the beams. I'm surprised I had the beams toggled off. Oh, B for colors and B again to add the beams. I like the beams. The beams give you that excitement that there's something good laying over there to run over and take a look at, you know? I'm definitely a fan of the beams. All right, y'all, we are heading on out. Anyway, just a quickie today, as I do have a bunch of editing stuff I need to get done. But this little guy right here on the ground, you just send me a friend request if you want there, Royal. I'll still be online for a little while. I'm just going to hop off the stream here. But yeah, anyway, check my Discord here in about 5 minutes. What's my Steam code? Good question. I have USB disconnect. Did that mess up my mic? No, it looks like it didn't. Let me see. Oh no, I got this USB crap going on. I lost my mouse. Come on, mouse, come back to me. There we go. Shit, man. You think you found me? I mean, I should be the only juice bags there. I can't imagine there's anybody else on Steam named Juice Bags. There's a not Juice Bags. That was one of my alts. Yeah, it looks like my mouse is... Actually, now it's working. God damn it. But when I shift tab to open the Steam or the Steam overlay, I lose it. So I don't know. There's something funny going on. Oh, it's a super fun game. If you like action defense games, Dogor. Holy shit, look at the animation of that dragon. What? That looks crazy. He's not going to be doing any damage because I don't have him upgraded, but... Oh, the dots are ticking. Oh, yeah, I just saw that pop up. So I will add you here. That's an awesome looking animation right there. You know what? Let me check. Let me look at the Goblin Mech too. Let me see if I can get you. There's something wonky with my Steam overlay right now. I keep losing my mouse when I go over to it. So I'll have to wait until I close out some of these windows. Let's look at the Goblin. Oh, I didn't save a Goblin Mech. That is an awesome looking projectile animation, though. Crazy. Looks cool as hell. But yeah, anyway, y'all, give me just about a minute there, Royal. But anyway, thank you all so much for hanging out. Like I said, check my Discord server in about 5 minutes. If you're interested in any of these Dungeon Defenders related giveaways. But thanks a ton, y'all. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you all soon. Take it easy, y'all.